I've had a lot of questions about the Z Flip 7, and my biggest question is, can Samsung redeem itself with this phone? And that's the topic of conversation of this video. The Z Flip 7 will be launching alongside the Z Fold 7 on July the 9th, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You'll be able to see all the stuff then, and I'll be there. I will cover it. I will have immediate videos for y'all, so you'll be able to make some impressions on it. And if you're interested, make sure you reserve your pre-order, get your $50 in free credit. No commitment whatsoever. Just put in your first name, last name, and your email address, and you can lock in the free $50 if you decide to pre-order. Affiliate link in the description. So, is the Z Flip 7 going to be a good phone? Probably. I mean, the Z Flip 6 has been a good phone. I have been a flip phone advocate for a long time, and recently I even switched over to the RAZR Ultra from my S25 Ultra, and well, I still haven't switched back. I've been using the RAZR Ultra and the S25 Edge, and I like both of these phones. And could I switch out to a Samsung? Maybe, but they've kind of played it really safe with the flip phones and the fold phones too, but there just really wasn't a whole lot of change last year from the Z Flip 5 to the Z Flip 6, and I really felt like there should have been, because Motorola has been, I think, eating their lunch in the flip phone department. I mean, the RAZR Ultra is such an amazing phone. The RAZR Plus last year was an amazing phone. It's basically the same phone this year. And then you got the budget version with the regular RAZR, which you could get so cheap at so many different places. Then it's like, well, you can pay $1,000 and get the Z Flip, which was the same basically as it was the last year. They just added 7 years of support to it, and yeah, that's about it. They didn't really do a whole lot of crazy stuff other than a new chip, so 12 gigs of RAM, all that great stuff. And I'm not expecting them to break the mold this go around. And one thing is, it's rumored to have the Exynos 2500, which, I mean, is, from what we know, is not a bad chipset, but it's not the Snapdragon Elite, which, I mean, I've got the 8 Elite processor in here. Fantastic chipset. I absolutely love this phone. Motorola has done such amazing things with their phones, but it's not so much what's under the hood. It's a lot of the software experience. And that's where I really felt like Samsung kind of just missed the boat whenever it came to the flip experience. The whole point of having a great flip phone is so you can use the front screen and do all sorts of great things on it. If you look at the Z Flip 6, basically you can't use any apps on the front screen, unless you go into the settings, you go into S Labs, you enable apps on the front screen, which last time I checked there was 4. And if you wanted to do more apps on the front screen, you have to go to the Samsung store, download GoodLock, and then set it up and add different apps. On the RAZR Ultra, on the RAZR phones, you just go to the front page, you swipe over one, hit the little edit pencil, and add whatever app you want to the front screen. Plus the full screen experience. Yes, we have a 4-inch screen on the RAZR, but the Z Flip 7 is supposed to have, from what we've seen and heard from the rumors, a 4-inch screen as well, which would be a big upgrade. Now, just so I can get this right, and I got this from Tom's Guide, a lot of this stuff is all, of course, just rumor and speculation, but here's what we're expecting. Z Flip 7, rumored to have a 6.85-inch screen instead of a 6.7-inch screen. That's good. 4-inch cover screen instead of 3.4. That's a big deal. Snapdragon 8 Elite and Exynos. So what we might end up with this is, in the US, we might end up with the 8 Elite, and we might end up maybe in the UK, EU, with the Exynos 2500. Samsung has been notorious for this in the past, where they have the split chip between the US and also over in like the Europe and other parts of the world. That remains to be determined. It's expected to have 12 gigs of RAM, which I would like to see go to 16, but 12 I think is still serviceable at this point, but it's really getting to be like, okay, when are we going to bump this up? We'll see if that happens. And then 256 and 512 storage options, and then it looks like it's going to have a 50, 12, and a 10 megapixels. So it looks like it might even be the same cameras, if not similar cameras, and possibly a 4,300 milliamp battery instead of a 4,000 milliamp battery. Anyway, that's from Tom's Guide. That's rumored specs and stuff. I just wanted to kind of run down that real quick. The biggest thing for me, because the Z Flip 6 is not a bad phone. I ended up selling mine. I bought it. I sold it after a few months because I thought the RAZR was better. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not going to keep making videos about a phone that I find inferior to the phone that I preferred, which was the RAZR, which, I mean, I thought was a much better phone. I thought the software experience was better. I thought the front screen experience was better. And I thought even the cameras were better. And all that stuff with the new RAZR Ultra and the new RAZRs this year, I think holds true as well. So we got to see what Samsung brings to the table with the Z Flip 7. I mean, there sounds like there's some decent hardware upgrades, but it's still going to be an asterisk around the cameras. It's still going to be an asterisk around the chipset until we see what actually launches. And then the biggest thing It's launching with One UI 8, which is Android 16, which a lot of people still don't even have One UI 7 Android 15 on their Z Flip. So Samsung is going all in on the foldable and flip phones with One UI 8, Android 16 out of the box. I'm hoping the reason for this is because they're really turning it up a notch in the software department. If they made it where you could readily and easily put apps on the front screen without having to go through all that process, that would be amazing. If they expand the support, if they do some cool new things, add some cool new widgets, make the front screen more viable. And from what we've seen in the leaked pictures and the rumors and the renders with that 4-inch screen, it would be on par with the RAZR Ultra and the RAZR Plus, which I am all about. I didn't like that little F-150 window notch around the cameras. It just felt like the front screen was kind of useless. Like, yeah, you could look at your calendar. Yeah, you could do some alarms. Yeah, you could see some of your health stuff. But by and large, most people didn't even know that you could go in and enable app support on the front. And the whole point of having a front screen that you can use is so you don't have to open your phone, right? So the more things you can do on the front screen conveniently saves your battery. It enhances the experience, gives you a better flip phone experience, and then you can open it up whenever you want to. And Motorola got that, but Samsung seemed to miss the memo on that one. So it'll be interesting to see. I am excited about it. I've had every Z Flip that has come out. And I remember being harsh on the original Z Flip, because if I remember correctly, it was $1,380. And I was like, this is crazy. Who's going to buy this? It says such inferior stuff. Buy the regular phone, like buy the regular S-Series phone, save some money. Whoop-de-doo, it folds in half. I ended up trading somebody a phone for one, and I got it at a reduced price, and then I realized what the fuss is all about. It's about the experience. It's about the flipping. It's about the folding. It's about the convenience, the pocketability, the front screen, all that stuff, and I fell in love with it, and I love the original Z Flip. And then the Z Flip 5G, that one was so good. I loved it so much, and it just used to have that little LCD indicator or LED indicator on the front screen. Really wasn't a whole lot there, but the flip phone experience was so nice. I loved that gray color that I had. And then the Z Flip 3 was fantastic. And it's one of those things where Samsung started it. They got people to buy into it, and then they kind of let off the gas and let other people catch up. And now I think the Motorola phones have been better flip phones than the Z Flips. And that's why I've been championing and been happy about the Motorola's, and I've been covering them much more extensively because I use them. I think that the RAZR Ultra is better than the Z Flip 6. So why am I going to carry around a Z Flip 6, right? So I am looking for a return to form here. I really want to see Samsung double down. I want to see some more software stuff, because with the Fold, their software experience is better than everybody else. If you take a look at One UI, the multitasking, DeX, the S Pen, all those things with the Z Fold, I think it's better than the Oppo Find N5. I think it's better than the Honor Magic V3. The V5 is out now, which hopefully I'll get to evaluate in the next month or two. It's just, to me, is the gold standard, especially for software in foldable phones. And I think a lot of people would agree with me with that department, but they kind of let it fall to the wayside with the Z Flip, and they could just do so much more to make it better. So I've had a lot of people ask, hey, what are your thoughts on the Z Flip? I want to see some content on the Z Flip. It's going to be the best Z Flip ever made. But in the software department, will it be able to go toe-to-toe with what Motorola can do? And here's the other thing. Samsung still has a tremendously larger market share because they've been doing this a lot longer. People buy into it. And of course, the trade-in deals. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you can do the reserve your pre-order, get 50 free bucks towards ecosystem stuff, and then they're going to have insane trade-in deals. I mean, they always do. They have the best trade-in deals. I remember 2 years ago, you could trade in your Z Flip 4 and get the 5 for 50 bucks. That was insane. So they tried to saturate the market. They did a good job with it. They got it really appealed to a lot of people. It's a great mainstream lifestyle device. There's a lot of cool accessories, a lot of things to kind of doll it up and make it look cool, make it look cute and all that stuff. And of course, it fits in your pocket. It fits in your purse. It's not a big bulky phone. So they've come a long way. I mean, before we used to talk about, performance. We used to talk about battery life. I remember they used to have like a 2900 milliamp battery. Now we're in like the 4000 category. So the Z Flip has come a long way. It pioneered the industry for flip phones. They created it. They were the gold standard. And let's see if the new Z Flip 7 will be the new gold standard in flip phones. I've been testing them out for years, and I'm excited about it. I am more excited about the Z Flip 7 than I was about the 6 or the 5. So I'm hoping for a return to form here. I'm hoping for some excellent software stuff. I'm really looking forward to One UI 8. And we'll see what we get in the hardware stuff, what's fact and what's reality, and what shows up on launch day. Again, on July 9th. I'll be there. I'm going to be there in person. I will have videos out that day, so you can see what my thoughts are on it before you make a purchasing decision. So that's all I got. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, all that stuff, I know you do, go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. I'm still in here risking my safety in my office. The contractor is coming over in the morning to rip out my ceiling and put a new one in. Apparently, it's my fault that the ceiling is ruined because I have a 1-ton split AC unit here, and I like to keep it on 65 degrees. And the problem is it's really hot in the attic because I live in Texas. So it was building up a layer of condensation around the sheetrock up top, and it just kind of started to eat away at it to the point where my ceiling started to fall in. So my dumb fault because I like it super cold in here. Yeah, I mean, we can debate that in the comments if you want. But yeah, I like this. I like it about 65, 66 when I sleep. Yeah, I ruined my ceiling because of it. So anyway, lesson learned. I might have to push it up to 68 whenever I sleep at night or something. But anyway, yeah, they'll be in here the next couple of days. So yeah, might have to get a video outside or something like that. But anyway, thanks for your understanding. Thanks for your support. Thanks for all the well wishes, all those great things. I can't wait. Again, Samsung Unpacked, 9th of July, just a couple of days away. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.